Andertons TV. Today we are going to be attempting to sound like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I'm going to be attempting. I've just patted them. Yeah, I need to remember that.
Welcome back to Sound
Today
Like.
I'm going to blow out everyone's hearing. I'm going to be attempting to sound like Flea, and Dave is going to be attempting to sound like everyone's favourite Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist, Dave Navarro. Obviously, Flea uses active modular spaces with lane 4 pickups, and of course they don't make those anymore and they're extremely expensive, so our in route is the passive jazz bass route. So
he does use a passive jazz though.
He does,
He's got that pink one, hasn't he? So.
Yeah.
He's a big
so I'm
Jacko
attempting
fan,
to look for something like that.
G&L.
In budget, yes. That is a good option. How much?
I don't know.
$399 G&L Tribute Jazz Bass Lake Placid.
I think the G&L headstock is ace. It looks like a shark.
Yeah.
Nyam, 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 nyam. That's really nice.
I like that.
You're not allowed it, it's mine. I'm having it. It's mine now.
See ya.
I'm now a bass player. I mean,
Right,
bad one, but...
Better get looking again then.
Okay. That's really nice. Okay, so what's your options?
That's an option. There's also the Sire. How much is that one though? If I could reach it. $439. So that's not as cheap. So I think that one's gonna, that one's going to be a better option because.
What about the Squire P bass with the jazz pickup and P pickup?
It is an option, but I'm thinking because I'm going to be mainly playing over this pickup, I kind of need something that's going to have a jazz pickup that I'm going to be playing over. So
it's got 2 jazz pickups.
Very true.
That's budget.
Yeah, 175. Well, it's an option.
Yes. Kind of. Well, I'm guessing I'm guessing we're quite limited on the controls, but that might be an idea as well as the G&L.
Yeah.
Like if we get both and see which one actually works.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take both and then see which one gives the best sound.
Cool. Basses. Done.
Hopefully done.
Which one will she pick?
What are you thinking for guitars, Dave?
I'm thinking Stratocasters. I know John is a Tele guy. Gretsch White Falcon. We're not using a Gretsch White Falcon. I don't want to die and just like disappear into a black hole of Gretsch, but I don't think there's any White Falcons here anyway. But he only uses it for 2 songs, so Stratocaster is preferable. I'm thinking Squire. I don't know what Squire though, but we'll go and look. That way. Okay. So cheap end, we can always go Squire Bullet, which will do the job. I wish it was Sunburst like John's, but you know, can't win them all. But you know, 5 minutes with a spray can and you've got a ruined guitar. So there's that. What else is a single coil? I mean, you could go classic vibe. I mean, there's the 50s file one. That's 339. Not really going Telecaster or Jaguar, although John is one of those. Don't want humbuckers. 70s style headstock, that's kind of like Mother's Milk era, John. But that is a cool guitar.
That is very cool.
I think I'm going to take the classic vibe here and the Bullet. Where's the purple one? Kind of not really John Frusciante colour, but it is cheaper. It's $299. There.
So are those 2 the same price?
No, the Squire Bullets are a lot cheaper. These are like 1 something. I forget exactly offhand. I'm still holding on to this one like I'm going to use it. You're not using that one, Dave. It's not Jimi Hendrix yet. Anyway, see, I'm torn. I'm a bit torn. I think I'm going to take these 2 and see which one does the better job. Because I do love Squire Bullets, but I also love classic vibes. The struggle is very real. One of those.
Place your bets.
Yes, place your bets now. Guitar amp wise, I'm thinking Boss Katana.
Yep, sounds like a safe bet to me.
Yes. If all else fails, there's always Boss Katana. The do all of amps. So, is there a Boss Katana? Ow! I'll walk that off, it's fine. Oh, yeah, there we go. Katana. I'm done. What about you?
Well, that is a question because obviously I've got 3 Galleon Krugers to contend with. So
yes.
I'm thinking the best way to go about this is look for a bass amp that's going to have a solid foundation, and then get a compressor and kind of try and bump it up a bit more.
Built like a Victorian factory.
So I've instantly spotted the Ashdown Studio 10, which I know they're a really good all-rounder. So I think that's going to give me a solid foundation, and we'll see where we go with the compressor and kind of hopefully use the compressor not only to gain some more volume, but also to kind of shape the tone a bit more, to sound a bit more Gallien-Kruger-y. So
Yeah, so pedals. Yeah? Are you. Oh, hang on, I've jumped a gun. Are you sorted?
yes, I'm sorted.
Good. That's a bit
Pedals.
weird. Pedals. Okay, so you can go first.
Yeah?
So I've got quite a lot of pedals.
Okay.
to pick.
Well, Flea isn't really a massive pedal user, but he does use a couple. There are a couple of major songs that he uses them, like So Psycho Sexy with the envelope filter, and All Around the World with the distortion.
What?
Nothing. Are you living inside the bass cases now?
This is my home, yeah. Go away.
See ya. So again, compressor first, I think, because that's going to be our foundation. So we kind of need something with a lot of tone controls on it. Yeah, so there's the Boss, and I know that's got a few tone control options rather than just being compressor. So I think I'm going to take one of those, see how we get on. I'll keep an eye out for any others, but at the moment that looks like the best option, so we'll see how we go. So next thing is envelope filter, and I was kind of hoping, because Flea uses the Qtron, I was hoping to spot some kind of micro Qtron, but there doesn't appear to be any. So cheapest option I've spotted is the Funny Boy Auto Wah. I think I can get that to work and do the job. So gonna go with that.
And it's a very neglected pedal for a very fun pedal.
It is a great pedal. I like it. So distortion time. Tempted by the Behringer just to see how cheap we can get a good sound. So I'm going to take one of them and see how we get on. But we may be back if it doesn't quite do the job.
Might take a few.
Yeah, I will. So I'll take the Wild Throw because I know
That does distortion well.
it does very well. So we'll take that as a backup and see how we get on. So I think that's me sorted.
My turn.
So
Okay.
pedal time.
So, number one pedal for John Frusciante that you can't live without, no, it's not the CE1, sick of that argument, is the Boss DS2, and there's one. I think it's pre-owned, but there is a DS2, so we need that. That is the ultimate pedal, really. So, I need a chorus as well. I'm going very minimal. Again, CE1 isn't a need. John obviously uses the Ibanez WH10 Wah, which we don't have here, so I'm going to use, yes, I can see it from here, Vox Wah off the starboard bow, sir. So DS2, Vox silver top, which I can never remember the name. It was like a V47176777. It's like an equation.
And it's not even Ibanez.
No, but it'll do the job because it's got the same sweep. So that I am going to attempt, because I technically did this video with Lee not long ago, but I did it relying on a pedal to get John's dirty clean tone. I'm going to use the amp this time. I'm not going to use a pedal that's always on. I'm going to use the amp alone. So that cuts out the need for that.
Have you noticed who's playing?
The Chilli Peppers are actually on the in Andertons right now. It's a sign.
It is
We're
a
going to
sign.
mess this up. Okay. So I need that. Need a chorus pedal. I'm going to get a delay as well. What cheap delay? Oh, have they got the Profit? Yes, they do. I'm going to get a digital delay. Also want like a boost, just like a low gain boost to simulate the preamp inside the WH10, because the WH10 Wah pedal has got this like gain preampy thing, and Vox doesn't. So I'm going to get a boost just to kick the Vox into Ibanez territory. So I'm thinking either the Sweet Cream or the Bad Horse. I'll take both of those and I'll try which one works best. So that's DS2, that's Wah, that's boost. I need a chorus. Chorus. A nice, kind of warm chorus.
Angel Wing.
Angel Wing. Is there one here? Do we have one in the room?
have one.
Cool. Yes.
Cool.
So that'd be perfect. Angel Wing by Tennessee. one of the best choruses to ever grace mankind. Don't need a CE1. You don't need a CE1. Don't need a CE1. The only pedal you need is a DS2. DS2, DS2, DS2. I'll hammer that home until I'm blue in the face, I promise. Okay, so I think that's me done. So yeah, delay, chorus, wah, boost for the wah just to kick it into Ibanez territory. Katana, I'm not going to go fuzz just because the DS2 kind of covers that ground. I know some people will be screaming at me, but John uses a fuzz.
Ah!
I know he does, but you know.
Somehow that didn't hurt.
He uses DS2 more. The mainstay of John's sound, though, for all this time has been the DS2, and that is the kind of thing. I mean, and when you're cranking that thing up, it goes into that fuzzy territory now. But you could get a fuzz if you wanted, like a big muff or something like that. But I'm not going to just kind of keep the budget down. So that's me done on that front. So that's it.
Yep. So that's it. It's video room time, I think.
Recap. So what have you got? Ashdown for amp.
Oh, Ashdown
or Ampeg.
Ampeg.
GNL.
Yep, or Ibanez sound here. And then I have compressor, overdrive, and envelope filter.
Cool. And I've got Boss Katana, Squire Classic Vibe or Bullet, depending which one works best. Kind of hoping the Bullet just keep the budget down because I'm competitive and I want to win. So wah, boost for wah, chorus, delay, DS2.
Yeah.
Jobs are good in. To the room. Yes. It's probably that way, or is it this way? I don't know.
That way.
So we are back in the video room with our Red Hot Chili Peppers budget setups. So I eventually went for the Squire Bullet over the Classic Vibe. I just liked it more. Well, we'll start with guitar. So pedal-wise, these are the 5 Avengers that I've chosen. So I do have other videos actually on the channel. I did a video with Lee not so long ago where we kind of like did it in a bit of a different way, where I was using kind of a pedal as always on, using the amp as clean. Not so in this one. I've actually got the Katana set to John's dirty clean tone, but we'll talk about that a bit more in a bit. So from the guitar, we're hitting the Boss DS2 distortion. Then we're going into Vox Wah. Sweet Cream is a boost for the Vox Wah to make it a bit more Ibanez WH10. Prophet is a delay. I'm using this for all sorts of stuff. Angel Wing Chorus and Boss Katana. Happy days. Yeah, that's it really. I mean, one thing I will say as note as well is, John, to get that kind of sound, you have to run your pickups super low. So John Frusciante wannabes out there like me, this is really important. Like, sink the pickups right into the scratch plate. You know, you don't want them high at all. You want them really go low gain so you can crank your amp a bit more. So that's what I'm using. I'll quickly wander through them, I suppose. So this is the Katana as is. So. So that's just the kind of a basic dirty clean thing. So it does that kind of, it does that nice kind of Jimi Hendrix thing, but also when you go to the bridge pickup, which is a little bit higher than the neck, gives you that kind of really cool kind of funky thing. Gives you that bit more of a sting. So that's just the Katana. It's set up on the brown mode actually, with the gain turned all the way down. No mids, no treble, no presence, just bass. A little bit of reverb. I've got the channel volume maxed out. At this point in time, I've got the master volume at 9 o'clock. And that's that. So the Angel Wing chorus just gives me that gorgeous kind of John chorus. just does that thing. You can kind of speed it up as well and get a bit wibbly wobbly with it. So the profit delay is kind of doing multiple things. I've got it set for this kind of like 2007 era Chili Peppers intro jam. So you can do that with that, and you can also kind of like boost it up a bit, and you get like "Don't Forget Me" kind of stuff. Which is always good. The sweet cream, like I say, is literally just basically kicking the Vox wire into Ibanez territory, because on its own the Vox wire is a bit. It's not bad, but it's not quite there. So I'm using the sweet cream with the Vox. Just smack it, basically. And then you get the glory of a Boss DS2. Which is just heavenly in all its joys and fuzzy warmness. And then because it's on this side, when you engage the wire, you get that crazy Danny California wire thing at the end, which I'll try to do. Which is always good fun. Anyway.
That'll do it.
Over to Queenie.
Yeah, so budget Flea setup. I decided to go with the G&L over the sound gear because the sound gear just didn't quite do the jazz bass thing as well as the jazz bass. So it was worth a try, but this just pipped it to the post. Pedals wise, I went for the Behringer. That actually, for a £16 pedal, does an amazing job. So that's for stuff like around the world. So you've got, let's say. Does the job.
Phil.
Yep. So I've got that going into the Micro Qtron. So we ended up actually managing to find a Qtron. So I tried it with the Funny Boy Auto Wah, but obviously, naturally, the Qtron did the Qtron thing. So I went with that. I know that's £85. So that's for stuff like CICI'S. So I've got that with the bass compressor on all the time. So.
So cool.
Sounds like a Qtron. So I'm going from the Qtron into the MXR M87 bass compressor, and as I said in the shop, that is doing the bulk of the work as I thought it might, and that's obviously going into the Ashdown Studio 10. So those settings are: bass is at about 2 o'clock, low mids at 12 o'clock, mids at 9, high mids at 12, and treble at about 9 o'clock. And that's pretty much it. So just to demonstrate the sound without the compressor, because I've got that on for all stuff, I've got that on all the time. So without it, yeah. And then with it. It just kind of evens it out and gives it that more kind of...
more control,
yeah.
isn't it? It's less kind of like, ah!
Yeah,
a bit
it's less
crazy.
all over the place. So,
yeah.
So in total, I think mine came to about 878. It was 874.
874?
Yeah, because this was 399. That was £16, which is ridiculous.
I love it.
That was £85, 175, and 199.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Could you just hit the low E with the distortion again for me, for the around the world thing, just because I want to hear it again? Yep, I'm happy now.
Yep.
That sounds wicked. This is growling, gonna rip your face off.
That's a really
Amazing.
satisfying thing to be able to do as well.
So, what does the distortion sound like with the Qtron? Out of curiosity
Let's
at the
see.
cat.
We're experimenting. Sounds great.
Totally, Flea. I trust you'll agree. That rhymed. Hey, I'm a poet, and I didn't really know that about myself. Okay, so
I didn't know it either.
No, it's not a thing to know. Guitar stuff. The total of all mine came to 769. The Bullet is 125. The Boss Katana is the most expensive piece of gear we've got here. It's at 339. Angel Wing is 50. Prophet Delay is 40. Sweet Cream is 45. Vox War is £100. And the Glory, best pedal in the world bar none, Boss DS2, was £70. And just DS2, just it does that. You know? What more do you want? I mean, seriously. I love it. Anyway, I can't stop playing on that.
I think you'll find the best pedal in the world is the mono synth.
That is true. It's a breakdown in a box. Get yours today.
What do you think you'd need to make it better, Dave? Is there anything?
The only thing I would say that would just kind of make it a bit easier would be getting the Ibanez WH10 V3 that's out now, or the V2. V1s are great, but they're plastic, so standing on a plastic wah pedal is terrifying. And because they're kind of a collector's item, you know, they're good, but you know, V3s, V2s, they all do the same job. So basically that would kind of basically eliminate the Sweet Cream and the Vox, and together those two pedals, that's 145 quid. So I can't remember how much the Ibanez Wah V3 is off the bat, but it's probably the price of those ish. So you kind of got that. But then, yeah, then you sorted really. I mean, because John does use stuff like, you know, he's got his Moog pedals, don't really need them. There's other sorts of pedals which you don't really need. Basically, a chorus, a delay, a wah, a DS2, Strat, and an amp that does Marshall-y things. You're sorted. Happy days. It's easy, simple. I love that quote as recent Guitar Magazine with John Frusciante, where he was talking about how big his pedal board was. And he said in it, he said, I had all these pedals, which most of them I didn't even use. The joys of being a millionaire rock star, eh? The joys.
Joys of being John Frusciante.
Yes, indeed. You don't need a 62 Strat either. Squire Bullet. These things are insane. I love Squire Bullets. And I love this one. Apart from
I
the
think
strings.
that's done the job really well.
Yeah. Is there anything you would add to your setup?
Not really that I can think of.
Yeah, happy Andy.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Flea's not really a great user of effects pedals anyway. I know he uses a wah occasionally, but even by his own admission, he doesn't really use it much. It's only in the jams that if he decides to go on it, he will. There was one other thing I meant to mention about Flea as well, is he has his action supremely low. And when he's played on a jazz bass, I noticed he plays over the front pickup instead of the back one. And my theory for that is because on a jazz bass, you don't have the soap bar pickups like he does on his modular basses, so you can't have the action quite as low over the pickups. So to get that attack on something like a jazz bass, you need to play more over the front pickup versus the back one, so you get that more. Versus it's a bit dodgy to try and play over the back one and try and get that amount of attack.
He's got tape though, hasn't he, over his front pickup, so it's not as sharp as well, because jazz pickups are so sharp, aren't they? You kind of like break your finger, unless you've got Jaco Pastorius' crazy, weird, dislocated thumb. That one. Bass players are weird creatures.
Do you know, there's one thing I've noticed that I really like about this bass as well, is the pickups aren't that sharp, they've rounded the edges off.
Ooh,
so it's
cool.
a nice little bonus.
Yeah. I love that bass. Okay, so yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, thank you very much indeed. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you for another one at some other point in the time-space continuum. Beam me up, Scotty.